Hey guys, welcome back. So I know it's been crazy with the whole coronavirus and people are in self-quarantine. Sorry guys. Anywho, it is at night, so Matthew is sleeping. I'm gonna try to be as quiet as possible. I was trying to film this earlier and then just noise as usual. That's kind of my usual daily thing. I've been extremely busy with building up my business and switching it over to being remote classes. So that is up. Classes will start Monday, so you'll see by week I will add more. Once you sign up, obviously it'll be once a week per each class. Then there's 4 options. The other thing is I have a homeschooling blog, and that is constantly being updated. I'm adding more information, more resources, so please come check that out. I do have to go back and like kind of fix minor things here and there, like pictures, but I'm really just not worrying about it. I'm just trying to get as much out as possible, especially with how much new homeschoolers there are, and so anyway, that will be I'm dividing my time between like 3 different things. I actually have to school my child, and then my actual business, and then the homeschooling blog. I haven't even worked on my writing. Anyway, whatever. You guys get it. And yes, I'm still doing my weight loss videos, which will be Friday. So making time for all that as well. Crazy busy. I know guys. Anyway, as you guys can see from the title, this is the benefits to homeschooling. If you guys don't know, my name is Alexandra. You can call me Alex, Allie, whatever. I don't even care. Call me Alex, actually. I would prefer that. And Matthew is my little boy. He is 7. He's amazing. Crazy, but amazing. We actually had a really amazing day learning, and I had some success with my day, my productivity. Oops, sorry guys, I'm like itchy. I cooked dinner. We cooked dinner, actually. We did corned beef because it is St. Patrick's Day, and I made him pancakes. I was actually out of Bisquick, so new recipe. It is uploaded onto Matthew's Kitchen. You guys can check that out. Anyway, so benefits of homeschooling. Sorry guys, I am like distracted, which actually happens to be the very first thing on my list. With homeschooling, there's less distraction than there is in a classroom. Now, I don't know about your kids' classrooms, but here in New York City, they tend to be anywhere from the lowest average is like 18, and then it could go up to 32. That is a lot of dang kids. Matthew's pre-K class was 10, which was amazing, with 2 teachers. And then his kindergarten class, before we started homeschooling, because I pulled him out mid-year, was, I think it was at like 24, 25. One teacher, these little kids are just distractions. They're here and they're there and they're loud and they're throwing things and they're having tantrums, and you guys get it. So it can be very, very distracting. Matthew struggled a lot with kindergarten. And here, being in the house, I'm not going to say there aren't distractions. There certainly are, but they're a lot less, and I can control much more of it. So there's that. The second thing is there's more one-on-one time. Actually, our learning is one-on-one. I was doing online with him for a little bit, which gave me kind of space to set him up, and then I could walk away. I could like do dishes. I could set up snack time, meal time, do some chores. But it, not saying that online doesn't work, it really does, but he was still getting distracted. He wasn't having the motivation. We finally switched to workbooks at his request, actually, and that's been going swimmingly. So, we sit down, we do different things. Like I said, today we had a great day. We learned about Ireland, we did some cooking, we watched some videos, we looked at the map, we read some books. I'm trying to think of what else we did. We did some Minecraft. We did some Minecraft videos. I haven't filmed them. I will film them. They will be up. But I have 2 new maps that we used. So, yes. The academic flexibility. As you can see that we are very flexible. Our day, I know people ask me, like, what's your schedule? Like, I don't have a very set schedule. I did post a couple on the blog if you guys are interested. If you guys want to keep by a schedule, I know we really should. I'm totally guilty of just not. That's just not how my day is. There's days where, like I said, today, my morning was focused on my website, my business, because I do need to make some income. I've been struggling to just fix it. Don't ask. I didn't fix it till like maybe 2 hours ago, but I was working on that, and then I had him on Minecraft in the meantime, so I can watch him at the same time. And then, our day actually started with making dinner, because that had to be in the crock pot, so we did that, and then breakfast / Minecraft, and then later we actually did our map and all that jazz. It happens. That's not really my plan, but it happens. But the good thing about academic flexibility is we can go at our own pace. Some subjects he's ahead in, some he's behind in. It's really typical for kids, honestly. We're not teaching to a test. That is the good thing. There are tests. Obviously, it depends on your state. I am in New York, so if you can't tell from my blog, yes, we're in New York. There are tests that kids have to take for homeschooling as well, but they're subjects that you just cover, whereas in public school, it's literally teaching to the test. The good thing is you can change your approach with your academics. Like I said, we changed the way we did our curriculum, so he's still covering the same things. It's just instead of doing it all online or mostly online, we switched to workbooks. We're cooking more videos, more arts and crafts. Our gym time is now limited thanks to this virus, but usually we spend about an hour or 2 doing gym time every day because he's a very active little boy. And then 2 other things, under the academic flexibility. Meeting current needs. So if your kid is, say struggling in a certain subject, you can spend a little bit more time on it and kind of go through the other subjects as they need. And meaningful. So what that means is you can teach your child meaningful topics, kindness, community, life skills. Life skills is major for homeschoolers, being independent, learning how to cook, sew, garden. There's just so many different things that you can do. Some are teaching more about diversity and women history. There's so many. Obviously, it's up to you. There are certain things you still have to cover, but how you teach it and when you teach it is completely at your choice. Better for college. Yeah, I know. Surprisingly, homeschoolers get into better colleges. Colleges want them more. kids that are homeschooled tend to have better things on their transcripts and have better transcripts in general. You know, they have more opportunities. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, it is best for special situations. Well, being under quarantine happens to be one of those special situations. Although that's not what it's meant for. But what I wrote down was like military is very common. Military, you know, they move often. There's road trip families that are constantly, you know, in the RV or just traveling all the time. Look, I wish I could do that. Obviously not now, but eventually I wish we could have an RV and do that. That would be awesome. Sickness, you know, kids or parents even have medical illnesses and they can't like take their kid to school or even take them out to the bus if there is a bus. Some people don't get buses. And then special needs, very, very common. Again, I know a whole slew of special needs homeschool kids, including my own. Honestly, it's so much better than public school. There are specialized schools for them, but it's still hard with getting that one-on-one and adapting curriculums to the child and adapting like the schedule and the flexibility. You know, there's times where he's just energetic and he needs to get it out. That's why we go for walks, or you know, he has the trampoline, or sometimes he's feeling anxious, so I'll set him up with something and he'll go under into a sensory area. We can just adapt a lot better. Okay, meaningful relationships. Yeah, there's more family time, obviously, because he's with, you know, or your child is with you. I know quality over quantity. Right now we're at quantity, but get off the phone, get off the iPads, get off the TVs, go play a game, come up with something. I get it, you're working. I work too. Like I said, I was on the computer, he was on the iPad, but take the time to just do arts and crafts together or play a board game, cook together. That's what we do a lot. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to have that quantity time and still be learning. Field trips are major. Obviously, with everything going on, you can't go out and do a lot of things, so it's tough, but let's just try to make the best of it. I said school. I don't know why I said school. School relationships. Friends, maybe that's what I meant to write. I wrote this earlier. They still have friends, they're still social, they meet other kids, they meet homeschooling kids, they meet public school kids, private school kids. There's playgrounds, libraries, classes, co-ops, field trips. I mean, it's just, there's so many chances to meet others that homeschool kids are actually very social. Believe it or not, you know, they may be introverts a little bit, or some maybe, but they're very well adapted and social. And community. Homeschool kids have a very good sense of community. They tend to know how to work businesses better. They know how to be kind. They know how to grocery shop. Like I said, they know how to be more social and respectful. I can go on about that one. Actually, let me do that for a minute. I live in a community that's very large, lots of kids, mostly public school kids, and the middle school and the high schoolers tend to be so disrespectful when they're not around their parents. And it's honestly, well, before the coronavirus, the businesses like Chipotle, Starbucks, Subway, Subway's closed. I think they closed, I'm not sure. But you know, like those food businesses, the places where they could kind of hang out, they're not only disrespectful to the staff, they're disrespectful to other customers, and they leave their garbage everywhere. And it's really gross. You know, I don't see that with the homeschool kids. They really take the time to be respectful. Independence. Now, you can say, you know, oh, well, my public school kid is very independent. They go out on their own. They can go grocery shopping, whatever. They go hang out with friends at the playground. That is all well said and good, whatever. That is awesome. But when we think independence, we don't just mean like, hey, they go out to play or they don't need to be supervised at all. Part of it is, but it's also being an adult, you know, like maturity and learning. We are growing, I cannot speak, we are growing little humans to be productive adults, right? So you want them to have the life skills. Are they doing their chores? You know, Matthew actually enjoys cleaning. He much rather clean than do schoolwork. You know, his workbook work. I know, strange, right? Taking care of pets. He cooks. He does the laundry. I'm trying to think of what else he does. He gardens. Like I said, he tidies up. I mean, there's a whole bunch. Sewing, car work. He doesn't do that yet. But you get the point. There are certain life skills we should all know how to do. And homeschool kids tend to know or tend to learn those faster than just adults in general. They don't teach that stuff in school anymore. Or at least it's rare. It is good for the emotional, mental, and physical health. Yes, so true. So with the emotional health, you know, you can really focus on how to better your anxiety, how to calm down, what you can do, what you can focus on. You learn how to manage yourself a lot better. You're not having all that peer pressure and the distraction and the bullying. There's a whole lot of that in public school. We've dealt with it. With the mental health, you know, you can take a mental break. You can, okay, I cannot focus anymore. I'm going to step back and I'm going to take a break, you know. It could be for an hour. It could be for a day. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you just need it. You need to learn how to, you know, just step back. And especially this time, everyone is, I think, very anxious. I know I have a lot of anxiety. I've been dealing with it a lot this week, last like 2 weeks. I can actually feel it now. So yeah, it's just learning how to cope. And then physical health, like I said, we generally are out for like an hour or so, biking, walking, scooting, hiking, swimming. There's so many different things you can do. I will say that I don't advise you to go outside during this time. Not as much. Obviously the CDC can change their recommendations, but currently while I'm filming this, it is stay 6 feet away from people. Don't be out unless you need to be, meaning pharmacies, grocery stores. You know, just take quick walks if you're going to be out. If you're out in like the countryside or whatever, and you have, say, a beach that you can walk on and there's nobody there, that's cool. Or the woods. Don't be at playgrounds. That's what I'm trying to say. Unless it's your private playground, then that's fine, whatever. But just be aware that these are the recommendations. So our physical health is dancing, there's yoga, there's, I found some taekwondo / karate videos. We have an exercise bike and the Wii Fit upstate. Hopefully we'll be getting up there, but he'll be able to do that. I think he'll be able to do the exercise bike. I'm not 1000% sure. Body weights, and he has the trampoline as well. We have an indoor here, and then we have a big one / his private place it there, so I'm not that worried. Yeah. And then lastly is motivation. Homeschool kids are so motivated. I shouldn't say that like overall. It's not like, oh my God, they're going to be motivated the entire day. No. Just like adults, you have your passion and you're motivated for that. They are too. But they get so motivated, they learn everything they can about a subject. Those are the kids that go on to do so well in life. That is what you want. You want to harness that passion. Now, yes, we all do things we don't like. We have to manage through that, but you can encourage your child to, I don't know, say they hate math, right? But they love history. All right, Matthew, we got to get through the math, whatever time math, 20 minutes. Let's get through this math, and then we can learn all about history or all about cooking. It's just, you get motivated. How can you integrate that? Okay, so math, you can use math in cooking. Can you use math in, or can you use history in cooking? Yeah, actually you can. There's a large history behind ingredients and recipes and culture. I mean, there's just so much. You can just find your little ways in. If you guys need help, please let me know. Yeah, anyway, that's gonna be the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be uploading more things about homeschooling in general. Sorry guys, anxiety. Anyway, more videos on homeschooling, some other videos here and there just for fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it's helpful for you guys. And I will see you guys very, very soon. And if you really are interested in the cooking and the baking classes, please, 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 that would help my income so much because I'm not working right now. That will be on my website. You guys can join in. It is not just for kids, it's for adults too if you're interested. I'm trying to think of a more adult class, but I feel like that's kind of where I'm stuck at right now. I may have, based on holidays, more towards Christmas, holiday stuff, like 1 or 2 classes that are cheaper. But yeah, so that's what I've got going on right now. And homeschooling blog will be linked down below as well. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate your support. If you haven't already, press that like button, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.